Hi you guys, welcome back to my garden. In today's video we're going to be talking about Supertunia care, but not just any type of Supertunia care. I want to talk to you guys about what to do when your Supertunias or your Petunias, and this also applies to your Super Bells as well, may come under a little bit of stress from just being in the plant can, not potted up, or if you're even as lucky enough to stumble upon a Supertunia that may be on sale and may look a little bit like this, I'm gonna tell you guys, yes, like this. Yeah, I want you to look at that. So Supertunias are one of those flowers that I always feature in my garden. Now, a little bit of background about my garden. I have a full sun garden and I plant up a lot of containers. So I don't need my containers to be something that I have to maintain all the time. So Supertunias is a really good plant for that. I'm going to show you guys these Supertunias that I had in a video where I had the Supertunias waiting yet to be planted. They were in full sun. All of my shade areas have other plants in them, you know, on tables that are waiting to be planted up as well. But in this specific area, I had some denim and lace. The plant can was higher. Behind that, I had a flat of Supertunias. This same flat right here. And I'm going to show you guys how I took those Supertunias from looking like this. Oh, these had to be, oh, they wasn't getting watered. No. What I'm going to do is, if you get in, so I'm going to cut off everything that's dead first. So let's start with that. And I know, mouth is like, girl, throw that in the trash can, baby. It ain't going nowhere. You cannot save it. I know that is what you guys are thinking, right? But it's so far from the truth. All right. So if we go down, once we cut all that off, do you guys see that? That was just the worst one. Here's another example. These were the ones that were literally sitting back there on my table, you guys. And I told you in the video, I said, you know, I'm not going to worry about it because I've brought plants back that look worse than that. We're going to be planting these up today in a container. And guess what? It's going to be gorgeous. Yes, I said it. The container is going to be gorgeous. Okay. So that looks a lot better. Can you guys see the difference now with this plant? I went in and I cut off everything that was not looking attractive, right? And I'm going to tell you guys the secret to this. Another one of those same plants, right guys? Okay, so we see all of this dead that we have here. I'm going to do the same methodology. I'm just going to come in. I'm going to clip all of this off, right? And so this would be the same concept that you would use if you have these planted up in a container and you start in the container or in the ground and you start looking at your Supertunia and you saying, what's going on with these? They look dead. Let me pull the container. No, 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 no. That's the worst thing that you can do. This is what you do. So first you want to start back by cutting off anything that's not looking attractive. Just go ahead, cut it off. Anything that looks dead, fried, dyed, laid to the side, you want to just go ahead and clip those off, right? All right, so here we go again. So now that's one that looked pretty bad, right? But it don't matter. We're going to plant it up just the same. And when I give you guys an update, you guys, your mouth is going to drop wide open because you're going to be like, this girl is cold. So for the plants like this that really doesn't have a lot of dead on them, they've revitalized, they've popped back. For those, we just going to just slightly just cut off anything that's not, you know, that's looking kind of dead. Bring them back. That wasn't a joke. I wasn't just saying that for laughs and giggles. I literally meant that it's okay. I'll go ahead and bring these back, and I brought back plants that look worse than that. Now, The only reason why I put so much effort into it was because it was a flat of 10 Supertunias. A flat of 10, a total of 10 plants. Now that's quite a bit of money to be thrown away, in my opinion. Ahead and get these planted up. I'll be planting up all of these Supertunias here on this table here. And so we're going to do a pair of 2. So we have 2 pots, and versus going to pull another pair of pots out of storage, I'm going to just use some pots that I had pulled out of another area in my garden in another video. And what I'm going to do is I am going to use those, and those are going to be the pots that we're going to get planted up, right? Just deadheading is not necessary. You don't have to go in and deadhead with the Supertunias. But when I plant up my Supertunias, a lot of the times, sometimes I do it on camera, but most often I'll go right back in and I'll give them a shearing, and that way it'll give me that fuller growth, because right now we have leggy growth. And what I mean by leggy is this should be bushing out full. It's not looking full right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and give everything just a little small haircut. We're not going to focus on the blooms right now, but in 2 weeks these babies is going to be bursting open with blooms, okay? Real good example. Now you see this? So you see, once you let the Supertunia do what it's going to do, like, it's no need to get excited and, you know, go on a rant and a rave about Supertunia this, Supertunia that. It all just comes down to patience, knowing what to do and when to do it. So think about it as if we were starting plugs. You know, the Supertunia plugs that they get in from the nursery, 50 to 100 at a time, and then they pop them up in their nursery container. Think about it like that. All right, so let's get them planted up. I'm going to start off by using just a little bit of screen. This is something that I do with all of my containers, just to make sure the soil doesn't come out of the bottom of it. Then I go in and I place a coffee filter in the bottom of it. Sometimes I'll do 2, sometimes I'll do 3, but it just kind of helps with preventing the drain hole from getting clogged up. Let's go ahead and get our soil in place. A little bit of the soil in, so that way my coffee filter and stuff doesn't get out of place. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the soil inside of the pot. So this is a 1.5 cubic foot bag, and this is Whitney Farms. So it looks like, so we need just a little bit more. This is my first time using the Whitney Farms. So hold on, let me get this in here and then we can evaluate what I think about this soil real quick. But I realized I had ran out of soil, so I'm gonna have to run over to Sherwood Forest and get me some more of my spoma soil. He always has it in stock. You know what? I kind of like the texture of this. This is real good. Yeah, the texture of this is really nice. I like that. Alright, so first plant, we're going to do a quarter line in the middle of it. All right, Supertunia Priscilla. The ones that's on the struggle bus in the back. I'm going to come in, and for some of this quarter line, I'm going to cut it up just a little bit, okay? Just so we can have the look that we're going for. Okay. Now I have to watch because I'm planting up another container, so I have the matching pot to this, and I'm planting up another one. I have enough for each container. All right, we're gonna put one in the front. How's that looking, guys? Let me know down in the comment section. All right, that's already just starting to look just gorgeous. Here, can you see that yellowing? That's normal because it needs the application of fertilizer. And we are kind of late into the season, even though it seems like for some of you guys, summer has just now started. So these are the sky blue Surfinia. So you guys, I use regular petunias, supertunias, Surfinias. It doesn't matter, you know, because I can get them to perform the same way, you know, and have good success with them. So if you guys can't find Supertunias in your area, and you can just find the regular petunias, you can make those perform as well. I have a video where I talked about in depth, so I'll link that, and I'll also link the video when I discovered that my plants were in distress. So I put in a request to have the Supertunia Priscillas because I knew that was part of my color scheme. So you guys, have you guys noticed that almost every single area in my garden has a pop of purple? Exactly, yes, yes. So, and also you guys, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to give away my container recipe. I'm going to be sending out little samples of how I get my containers off to a good start. So I'm going to actually run that over in my Instagram page. If you guys are not subscribed to _Garden Queen, head on over to Instagram and give me a follow. I love to have you join us over there. I have everything planted up. It looks beautiful. And even though we do have some Supertunia Priscillas that's still kind of just pulling along a bit, give her about 2 more weeks and this container will be in full luxurious bloom. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.